Basically, we put online that he's going to be doing a track where he mentions 38 people, and I don't think we've had so many people wanting to know what was going on. Everyone was tripping over themselves.
You were getting phone calls and messages from rappers going, he's not going at me.
Has he mentioned me on the song? Has he mentioned me? The whole time I was thinking, well, like, why would he mention you to a lot of these people? You ain't done nothing, you know?
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah. But people are paranoid, you know? And I think this goes to show the bad-minded nature that people are
come on, nobody wants to get dissed by me.
I mean, in general, let's be real. But I mean, especially by yourself, a very talented rapper who happens to have put a lot of MCs in their place previously. So, you know, fuck life.
This is the Wordlife show on Ujima Radio.
This is my favorite song.
Mad. Right, so this is the part of the show we really have been looking forward to.
And 3.
And 16 after the adverts, because we got the live performance.
Yeah.
Way more than 16. 37, 38.
37. 38.
We counted it wrong.
38. I did one.
So yeah. Oh, that's right. You did actually add one. Yeah. Right. If anyone's wondering what we're babbling on about, that was kind of all in joke stuff. So yeah. Basically, there is a method to the madness. So basically, we are here ultimately today. We have 2 legends in the building. I will get on to legend with the incredible hat in a second. But initially, we've got yourself on because you've got a new EP dropping, my friend.
I have indeed.
Mr. Rising Sun, if you've just tuned in or you're watching this online, he's been with us throughout the whole show. We've done a listening party to his new EP, K.I.N.G. Now, for the slightly dyslexic hearing of us out there, that stands as an acronym for King.
Yep.
I know you've done something good with the acronyms. Do you want to tell us what that was?
Keep inspiring new generations.
See it there. So
that's the first one.
He always comes up with good stuff like this. So I thought
there's going to be 3 parts. So
right.
It's going to be 3 different acronyms.
Do you care to spill the beans already?
No.
Good. Right.
So this is basically keep inspiring new generations, because I feel like there's nobody really out there that's doing anything inspiring like that. Do you know what I'm saying? At the moment, it's just a lot of party music.
Everyone's trying to be the worst person, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone's trying to be a tough guy, and it's
either that or we're in this like real culture, isn't it? And you know, it's like basically it's people want shock humor or clickbait. Or something that's gonna be the next big
controversy.
Yeah, controversy or something that's like, they say things now. It's like Jim Jones dissing Nas. Yeah, I shouldn't even be saying Jim Jones' name on radio. Yeah, Jim Jones sucks. Yeah, but the fact that he's getting millions of views, more than his song, should I say, on videos just because he's created hype, because he knows people that argue and say no, Nas is better. People buy into negativity.
Yeah. Which is why we did the whole thing with the 37
We played on your bad mind.
We played you.
I hate to say it, but we did. We played you guys, and it got you in the papers. It got articles written about you. Big up Tristan. Big up everyone that done.
Big up Bristol Post.
Yeah, Bristol Post. You know, they followed it up. They done a really good article. But basically, what I'm talking about is you've done a song specifically called Kings from your King EP, Kings in My City.
Yeah.
Now, if anyone's watching this all over the world, we're actually in a city called Bristol. The heritage in Bristol is wild. There's so much. I mean, it goes back, say, from the Windrush generations and before and stuff like that.
Rich in history.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've had St. Paul's. I mean, we don't have to go into it too much, but the riot, sort of things like that in Bristol, and it's put the community here on the map on a worldwide level, you know what I mean? And what you've done is you've done a song picking out 38 people that you've complimented, you know what I mean, that you've bigged up and actually gave their flowers, I think we call it, you know?
Yeah, you know, while they're still alive, I think it's really important to do that as well. But it's not so much about that, but it's more about speaking life into the community rather than...
Quickly, hang on, let me just tell them about the marketing side, then we can go on to why you've done it. Right. So the way we marketed it as was basically we put online that he's going to be doing a track where he mentions 38 people, and I don't think we've had so many people wanting to know what was going on. Everyone was tripping over themselves.
You were getting phone calls and messages from rappers going, he's not going at me.
Has he mentioned me on the song? Has he mentioned me? The whole time I was thinking, well, like, why would he mention you to a lot of these people? You ain't done nothing, you know? But people are paranoid, you know. And I think this goes to show the bad-minded nature that people are
come
in.
on, nobody wants to get dissed by me.
I mean, in general, let's be real. But I mean, especially by yourself, a very talented rapper who happens to have put a lot of MCs in their place previously. So, you know, Thug Life, Dead Time. Look, so as it shows on your knuckles, Dead Time, that was a previous era, yeah? Now, let's just touch on this King thing that you was going to say, because I kind of jumped in on you just to say the marketing thing. Big up on the marketing thing. So, yeah, you were saying about the flowers, giving people flowers and stuff like that, and you think it's good to do.
Yeah, it's more about speaking life into the community.
Yes.
There's a lot of people speaking death into the community. And speaking
Dead Time everywhere.
Negativity into the community. Yeah, but you see, that's different. That weren't like gangster rap and promoting negative like stereotypes. That was just me getting a lot of dark stuff out of my head. It was kind of like a very, very old version of me.
Yeah. You just had to get.
Yeah, having it. It was just like, it's like I was just full of. Listen, when I came out of therapy and all of that,
yeah,
I worked a lot of stuff out. Yeah. So that was, I had to get that. All of that had to go somewhere.
Still doing therapy, just on music, just getting all of that out. So hang on. So this is why I'm touching on that. I have to be a bit knocky like that, yeah, because you've done a full U-turn now. Can I tell you? When I've done the radio edits for this EP, I think I had to take out 2 words from the whole EP.
Yeah, it's kind of. I tried to do a no swearing.
Well, you felt because there's 2 words.
Yeah, I know there's one S-bomb and there's an N-bomb, but the N-bomb is within the context. But unfortunately, because of the word, I have to. Advisory.
We left it on for the EP.
Yeah.
My point is, on the previous EP, we had to do that within the first couple of lines of the song, the first song.
Yeah.
My point is, it's a whole new changed rising sun. Yeah. A happy rising sun, a positive rising sun, an inspirational rising sun.
Hopefully, do you know. I think it's important to use healing language.
Yeah.
And the love language. It speaks love into the hood, into the community.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Speak positivity into the community. Do you know what I mean? Breathe life into the community. And it was just letting people know, listen, we see you. I see you. And respect.
They say, what is it, when you say something, you're casting spells in it. When you spell something, spell a word. When you say something, you're spelling in it. And what you put out is what you bring back, really, you know?
And I honestly believe that we can change our position by simply changing the language.
Yes.
Changing the vibe, changing the energy, and changing how we are towards each other, how we speak to each other, and how we define ourselves and how we define our destiny.
Yeah. Now,
I am not an N-word. I am a king.
See it there. And that nobody should define themselves by hateful words in any way.
I'm not the king, but I am a king, and I endeavor to conduct myself as such, and not as an N-word.
That is great life advice. I think that's fantastic.
Otherwise, what we're really doing here, just like I said in the first Dead Time interview, I said, we can all be tough guys, but then it gets to a point where it's like, what are we doing here? What are we really doing?
Yeah. That's you're trying to fight.
What is really going to be the legacy? It's not Dead Time for me.
No. It's about being real with each other. It's about being honest. And I think this is it. If you're really a tough guy, you don't have to prove you're tough, do you? You know? And I think this is it. The real tough guys are the quietest, they say, you know?
Yeah.
And I think there's confidence that comes with knowing you're tough. And when you're actually tough and strong, you can give real solid advice. And teach people real strong stuff and give good lessons, you know what I mean? And I think that's what this EP is packed with. It is like literally full to the brim of incredible information. There's the Black Excellence song, which I mean is super educational. It talks about black inventors and it teaches you loads of things that but we would have probably been brought up thinking that white people had made and stuff like that, you know what I mean? You've done your research and you've really put out the incredible things that black people have done, and I think that track's educational as hell, but also a good song, you know what I mean? As I said,
I learned a lot. I learned so much right in this EP. It's unreal.
I think you also touched on that in Warriors as well. I think that was very educational.
So look, there's some songs on this album where I mention a lot of names. I think there's 4 songs, apart from I like to in nature. I like to walk in nature. There's 4 songs mentioning names. And it's, so Warriors, it's all about warriors and stuff, African warriors. and La 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 is about revolutionaries.
Yeah, now that one there, I think
that's my favorite one.
See, that reminds me almost of like almost like a semi-punk rock sort of song.
Yeah.
I hate to say it with all the stuff Kanye West has done, but it's got Kanye West elements to it, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's such an incredible song. Also reminds me a bit of Prodigy. Can you remember like the Firestarter Prodigy? Like it's got that sort of element in it as well, which is the beat's very different, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a march. It's that is a march to war. That's a call to arms, that is.
Yes. Right, look, I have a legend in the building. I don't want to keep you here waiting, sorry sir. I know we've been touching on about his project and everything like that, and ultimately the reason I brought him in today was because he has this King album, EP, 5 tracks that's going to be dropping on all streaming platforms very, very soon. We'll chat about that in a second. But right,
this is my King.
This can you explain, can you introduce the legend himself, please?
Look, right, this is Michael Oliviere, aka Bubbles. And if you're from Ladbroke Grove, or if you know Ladbroke Grove people, you will know this guy. All right, he's very well known within the community in Ladbroke Grove in London, but it's for his musical genius. You know, not only did he write that song, he used to arrange for Mangrove Steel Band. They won the Panorama competition under him in '86. You know, they've been all over the world. He's been all over the world with Steel Pan, basically. That's what he did. He came here with 8-9 of his brethren, and they formed a steel band, and no one here had seen it before, so it was kind of like a new thing. I can imagine. And they took it, they ran with it, they did the TV thing, the New Faces, and they got the deal, they got signed.
But there was a certain song that was on that album that then became one of the most sampled songs in hip hop.
Yeah. So what was the album? What was the album called? Cold Steel Warm Heart.
Cold Steel Warm Heart. That's an amazing name. Come on. Yeah, I like that. And there was a certain song that I know has been stolen and sampled so many times. Could you let us know which song they jacked from you so many times and they're slowly paying you for? But it's one of the biggest songs. It's, as I say, it's been sampled in hip hop so many times.
That was the title track for the album, Cold Steel Warm Heart. Heaven and Hell is on Earth.
Heaven and Hell is on Earth.
That track has got so much power. It's unbelievable. That's why it's been sampled so many times.
Yeah.
Just the lyrics alone, and just those 4 words. Children growing, women producing, men go working, and some go stealing. That's life.
And everybody's got to make it live. You know that song, basically.
That's really life for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know?
That's real. Sorry, can we get this mic close? Yeah, so how do you feel that so many people have stolen your song and used it and that it's had such a big impact in music? You know, it's on the start of Jenny from the Block.
Yeah.
For example.
I wouldn't say, well, I don't care, you know, but is this something simple? I write this song, and it doesn't matter who do what or do what. All I'm proud of is being out there. Whether it make it or whatever happened, I don't walk around with that on my shoulder. I thought that was a gift from God, and I had to just do that, regardless of what. You know, what's the consequences. And it so happened that because of the lyrics are powerful, that everyone used it.
Yes.
And I thank them very much for that, because it is bringing a light in the world to know what's really going on. And nobody takes it that serious, you know. I know that because I'd be hearing people saying, all I hear is, I hear a track. I don't say, you know, that those words.
You predicted a lot with those words, as you say, you know. There's a lot that you said that has come true, right? So
I predicted the COVID, all folks dying. And watch how the devil is coming. He's here now.
Even more now than ever, you know.
That's and I told you that in dead time. He's running the show now.
Enough of dead time. We're talking about kings, right? And we got a king here in the building. So look, Michael, Sir Oliviere, sir, you are a legend. I just wanted to say thank you for your years that you put into music, for what you brought to hip hop and music. It's absolutely incredible. Whether you knew it or not that your song was getting sampled in Teeth, we actually grew up listening to a lot of those songs that actually did steal it, you know what I mean? And it's shaped in ways you may never understand. So look, thank you. And I just wanted to say thank you for coming on to Ujima. It's not often we have a real life legend like yourself in the studio, so thank you, sir. You're absolutely.
I was gonna say thank you as well.
Yeah.
Right, do you know what I mean? Because basically, that was
microphone.
Yeah, that was one of the main songs like out in Brooklyn in the 70s.
Yeah, just in case nobody didn't catch it. Yeah, the reference. Can you say the intro? Just.
Children growing, women producing, men go working, some go stealing.
Everybody's got to make a living. I'm still Jenny from the block. All right, sorry, that's not your bit. Right, that's how much they teach from the song, though. Right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, we can't talk too much about that stuff, but there's been a lot of songs. There's over 100. There's close to 200 that's listed.
Right. Rise in. We are so over the interview time. It's ridiculous. Yeah. We would like to thank both of you. Yeah, for your contributions. You have put a lot of work in over the years. You really have. Your work needs to be celebrated. So big up both of you guys. They can catch you performing. I need people to know about this at the Harbour Festival on the 19th, July 19th. Then after that, we're at the Sicko event, I believe, on August the 3rd at Attic Studios.
Yeah.
Attic Bar with Sicko Studio, on some Rap Avenger thing. I know I say too much. It's all going to be revealed soon, but there's some big names on that.
Yeah.
But look, bro, King the EP. That's the main question on the lips. When are we dropping King the EP?
I'm gonna say safely in about 3 weeks.
Safe.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And then the video shoot for Kings in My City.
We've got a date for that, haven't we?
We've now got a date.
Big up Michael Jenkins as well, yeah. Michael Jenkins. Straight off the back, he was working on the Disney set. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but the truth is, when we was on the phone to him, he's like, I'm just doing shooting for Disney at the moment.
Thing.
Yeah. He's going to be filming and editing and directing the music video for Kings in My City, as he's mentioned in Kings in My City, as he's a king of the city.
Right. So the date we've got for this, people, put this in your diary, especially if you were mentioned on the song.
Yes.
It's the 9th of August, which is a Saturday.
And we're going to be doing that at Kumba Centre.
Yeah.
And
Kumba Centre and surrounding area.
Yes. Right. So look, we're going to go into some adverts. After this, you're going to perform Kings in My City live.
That's right.
Now, if they want to listen to your previous music, your not so happy music.
Yeah.
Maybe
don't.
Yeah, no, definitely do it. It's great. However, it's a bit more boom bappy, headbangy. This the stuff just come out. This changed. It's a whole new league. I'm not gonna lie. However, if they want to find it, what do they type online?
Rising Sun UK.
Sun SON as well.
Yeah, SON.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm on that on Instagram, Facebook, same thing. Rising Sun UK, and I'm on Spotify as well, Apple Music, all of that good stuff.
Right. Well, and also if you want to listen to the song, type in Heaven
and Hell is on Earth, and the group is 20th Century Steel Band. You can listen to the original and hit all of the lyrics.
And I would say thank you. I'm going to call you Bubbles because that's what all your friends call you from what I hear. Yeah. So I like to consider myself in that area. So look,
man,
you absolute legend. Thank you one more time for coming through. Honestly,
thank
you made history, and this
pioneering a generation that steered this culture towards what it is now to becoming hip hop. You know what I mean? I seen footage of people at block parties in the 70s jamming to the tune. I Cool Herc is on the deck.
If they've got CCTV in there, you see footage of me jamming to the tune earlier when we played it on the show.
It's Biz Markie's favourite break of all time.
I was bossing a robot and everything.
We saw a documentary of Biz Markie, and he pulled out the record. He said, "This is my favourite break of all time. Ready?" And he just pulled out Dad's album, Cold Steel Warm Heart. And he put on Heaven and Hell is on Earth, and he said it, and he talked about it for a bit. He just said this was just life.
That's some good samples you got right there,
isn't it?
Document.
Well, right. I did do a little bit of it in my song, didn't I?
You did. Right, look, honestly, I hate to cut this short, but the only reason I cut it short is because we are a limited time schedule as we're on radio, and we have the live performance and adverts. So I'm going to click that button, go into the adverts and commercial breaks. We'll be back straight after this. Stick around on the other side. Let's go.